So could you please confirm me? Hope everyone able to see my screen, right?
Yes,
Yes,
Anusha.
Anusha.
Okay. So in our last demo session, I just explained a couple of examples here. Okay. I'll just go through the walkthrough on all these activities too. First, I'll give you a real-time roles and responsibilities. Accordingly, you are able to understand what is happening here. Okay, now. So each and every topic, you will get the interview question document. Okay, parallelly, you can prepare interviews as well after completion of this session. That is what the main motto. The next point is here. If you are working as a manual test engineer or any non-IT background, manual or non-IT background, so you no need to bother. I'll tell you how to work with a manual tester and non-IT background as well, because Tosca is very flexible for everyone. It's not like that the people who are working on manual, they are going to learn it. Okay. If you came from non-IT background or other customer support or any kind of domain or any knowledge on a real-time experience, yes, you are applicable to learn Tosca. Okay. I'm just giving completely real-time team. You know, right now I'm working as a test lead, and even I'm giving a trainings on n number of batches right now. Almost 4 years of literally training experience I have. Most of my students are placed in n number of companies. Okay, if you see my previous batch, also 2 to 3 people are placed L&T Mindtree companies, some of the product based companies as well. Okay, so if possible, I'll ask them to join the class one day, so they'll give you what exactly these trainings are going. Okay, now coming to here, real time. If you know real time, it's very easy for you after getting opportunity to work with a team. Okay, and even to get the opportunity in Tosca, must you know what is the real time procedure. What is the real time procedure? The first point is here, team, requirement. If you want to work any kind of sector, if you are automation test engineer or manual test engineer, or if you're working, let us example, non-IT background, something you are working in customer support or something you are working in back-end team. So every project, the prerequisite is requirement, correct?
Yes.
So get the requirement from client. Who are acting as a client, they share the requirement to the team. Once they share the requirement, who are acting as a POC of the project. For example, I'm just doing the POC. What exactly meaning of the POC? See here, team, the POC is a proof of concept. Okay, before getting project approval. For example, I am the client. Okay, I'm just looking for the testing team. Okay, I just approached a Cognizant company. Okay, I'm just giving my requirement to Cognizant team. So who are acting as a POC inside the Cognizant, they just take the requirement. Based on that, they'll create one sample. It's not like a real-time example. Sample test case flow. Okay, it's not a simple scenario, completely flow. They just design this sample test case flow, and we give this demo back to the client or client team or product owner, product team. So different terminals. We just create the entire test case flow, and then we give demo back to the client. So at the time of giving a demo back to the client, so if client is having any questions, they'll ask that. If client is don't have any questions, if client is okay with that, directly they give the project approval. Getting this point?
Yes.
If project approval, once the project is approved, then the companies are looking for the experienced people in the market. If they have team ready, they just assign that project to the respective team. So if they are looking for the people who are having Tosca knowledge in the outside, probably they may post this Tosca requirement in some of the job portals, either Naukri or in date, shine. So we have different portals, right? They just post the requirement in a portal. So once they post, we just apply that and we'll attend the interviews. Up to here, clear? This is the high level info team. Next, coming to our testing part. Once we get the approval, so I'm just telling this is very, very important interview question. Very, very important interview question. So the requirement, what are the requirement the client, the developer is working, the same requirement even tester is also working. Are you getting my point? If one requirement is assigned to the developer, the same requirement, the developer and tester. So here I can say like a manual tester. The developer and manual tester both are working on the same requirement. Okay, here two activities are going on. The first one is developer based on the requirement they build they are doing a development. Okay, what tester is doing? If still application in development, what tester can do? We cannot do anything, right? Until unless to release this product back to the testing environment. Are you getting? Now the development is going on. Once they build deploy this build to the testing environment, then only we do the testing, correct?
Yes.
So until unless, for example, let us assume this developer is taking almost 2 weeks of time to build the requirement, initial requirement. Then within these 2 weeks, what tester is doing? Can we sit idle here? Everyone.
No.
We
No,
can
we
go
cannot.
through the BRD.
We
Same
cannot go.
requirement documents.
So we just go to the requirement document, and so here what we do? We'll just create the test cases,
Yes.
test case flows. So like I think I created one for registration screen, right? Like this. So my requirement is registration of IRCTC account. So if you're working as IRCTC project, then create manual test cases like this. Open application, register. So based on requirement, we are just creating this much of flow. Okay. So once when we test that, we just created. That means test case document, test case proof of document. We just prepared this document based on the requirement. So we just created this proof of document based on the requirement. So we are ready with this. Now the developer deployed their code back to the testing environment. Once the code is deployed, the meaning of that, what is that?
Moving it to development environment or testing environment.
So UI is ready, right?
Yes.
Once UI is ready, what tester do? What are the scenarios we already listed here? We just execute those scenarios. Getting my point? Execute the test cases. At the time of execution of the test cases in the UI environment, if script is if you identify any challenges, okay, which is not meeting a client requirement, something is happening, then we'll just identify that, we'll raise a bugs to the developer. Getting? So here, Tim, initially this is what happening. So the developer tester, as I just mentioned here, manual, even functional tester, they work accordingly parallelly. They just prepare the test case proof of document like Excel worksheet. Let me show you that. If you go back to here, so I'm just opening the assignment document, okay? Here, what are the test cases I just created? Like this, they'll create the test cases, okay? Once they create the test cases, once that UI is ready, user interface is ready, then we execute these test cases in a application. At the time of execution, if you identify any bugs, we'll raise back to the developer. That is what usually happening. Okay. Once the manual testing is done, then they'll assign that test cases to the automation. If you come across the automation roles and responsibilities, what is the first responsibility? Manual test case document. So team, here two things. They'll assign the requirement to the automation in two different approaches. One is they directly give a manual test case document to the tester. This is the one way. Another way is here, they just create the story. That means they just go to the test management tool, either Jira or HPALM or Azure DevOps. These all are the management tools. Okay. They go back to here, they just create a requirement and they assign that requirement to the respective tester. This is the one way. These two are the very, very important approaches. Team. One thing, you will get the requirement in the first way, directly they share the document. It may be either Excel or Word document. It differs from project to project. Some of the project, instead of giving a direct document to the tester, they give only a story. In agile methodology, we call it as a story. If you don't have any manual experience, probably we'll discuss this manual concept at Saturdays. Okay, I'll assign 2 to 3 days to discuss the manual concepts as well. Okay, so in agile we can call it as a story, and these all are the test management tools. Here they just maintain the entire requirements here. What are the test cases? The developer is working, the tester is working, everything you can see here. Okay. So as an automation test engineer, once I get this document, what I'll do?
Create the test cases.
Understand the test case flow. What are the test cases are assigned to you specifically? Go to that respective test cases and understand the flow, what exactly happening. At the time of understanding, so if you only reading is not enough thing. At the time of reading, try to execute the flow manually once. Getting? Try to execute the flow manually once. If you execute the flow manually once, that's very easy for you to understand how to automate the scenario in automation. Getting? So if you read, that is pretty much fine. But if you want to understand what exactly the flow, what logics you have to implement to automate that particular scenario, must you have to execute that flow at least once. Okay. Once you understand that, what is the next step? Go to automation tool and then do the test case development. Clear? Now we all are involved here. So where we involved here? This is the our location just now we are discussing. Do the test case development now. To do the test case development, which tool we are using right now?
Tosca.
Tosca. Okay, we do have a number of tools in the market, but I just want to highlight only Tosca as of now. Clear? Everyone?
Yes, Anusha.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So the flow, what are the flow? Just now I explained to you. This thing is clear for you, right?
Yes.
Good.
Yes, Anusha.
So next step, how to get the experience. If you want to get a experience, then how you will get the experience? If you work on that product, then only you'll get the experience. Correct?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Correct.
Yes.
If you work on that product, then only we get the experience. If you're not worked on that, how we gain the experience? Why the market people always looking for the experienced people? because they already worked on that. They know how to overcome the challenges. Okay, if I instead of experience, if I hire the fresher, then I need to train that fresher until they have to fit, right? Maybe it take 1 month or 2 months or 3 months. Some of the people it may take 5 months also. Instead of spending these 5 months of time on fresher, simply I can hire the experienced guy. If anything is required as a project point of view, I'll give support at least 1 month. That is pretty much enough, right?
Yes.
So here team, the experience paper. So now Tosca point of view, I just want to highlight here practical sessions. What is that? Practical session. So entire project point of view. I'll give you the projects, don't worry. So you will get completely practical session. This thing is in a track. I'll check how many people are completed this, how many people are still pending. Okay. So this is very, very important. If you do a daily practical sessions, that is your experience. Don't think I don't have experience on Tosca. If you are doing a daily practical sessions or daily hands-on experience, that means that is your experience. Clear? Everyone?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, Anusha.
So must you have to practice well. If you do practice well before completion of these sessions, definitely you'll get the opportunity. I'll give you that much of assurance, because in my old batches also who are actively practicing their daily basis classes and their interview preparation, they just got the opportunities before completing the classes. It's not like that after completion of the classes. Before completion of the classes only they got the opportunities. Getting? So that is what the practical is very, very important. If you go outside team, some of the people teach this TOSCA within 1 month. So I'll take only 5,000. I'll teach you this TOSCA within month. Yes, that is possible. You'll get only a theoretical knowledge what is what, but you don't get any hands-on experience on that. And even you'll get here the logical thinking as well. So as an experienced person, the logical thinking is very, very important. Logical thinking is very, very important. So maybe in a going forward, if I'm assigning one test case, must we have to think how to automate that particular scenario in Tosca. So everyone clear with my points?
Yes.
Yes, Anusha.
So the daily base document. Document is nothing but notes. What are the concept I just explained for today? I'll share that daily base concept document to you via mails or the similar way, the older batches. What are the way I just followed? Maybe I'll explain this way also. Like this, I'll add the Word document or PDF document here to prepare it, and I'll share with you. You do have some of the documents you have download access, some of the documents you have a view access like this. Okay. So coming back to Tosca highlights team. Now we all are here to learn Tosca automation. So I'll teach this Tosca automation basic information to completely advanced. So if you go with this much of, probably you can handle this Tosca 3 to 4 years of experience. How many years of experience? 3 to 4 years. So basic to advanced, because you don't have any background experience on Tosca. Okay, so now I'll give you Tosca experience to you all up to basic to advanced, around 3 to 4 years of experience. Clear?
Yeah. Yes.
Now my next point is here team, it's not like that I'm just going hurry burry. I'll teaching in the advanced like a little bit fast, 2x 1.5x like that, not like that. Okay, Simply, I'll go with a very normal flow. If you are not able to understand, stop me, ask your question. That is your right. So, what are the questions you are just facing at the time of session going on? Just make it end of the session. We'll discuss those parts. Hmm?
Sure.
Okay, Anusha.
And one more point here, Tim. This is the Tosca. I already explained, but let me give one more time. So, Tim, what are the interface you are seeing? Same interface you'll get in real time. Any project, if it is mobile or SAP or API or Salesforce or mainframes, Oracle or Microsoft Dynamics or Pega projects, you'll get the same Tosca interface. Okay. And I just want to show you a couple of real-time scenarios to you. One second, I'll just pause the record. So Tosca point of view, this is the same interface you will get in real time. So there is no difference to here to real time. Okay. So here, these all are the projects. Let me explain one more time. Okay. Click on create new. If you click on create new, this is the project environment. Okay. Within this project, if you want to create a project, use a select a type of repository as a databases. Give me 1 minute. So Tim, this is the common repository. Okay, even I'm planning to set up only one workspace for our entire team. This is the administrator window. I'm just planning to create one workspace here to give access to you all. That is in still in progress because it is not accepting to set up. Because right now I'm using 2025 version. So it is a very latest version. Probably we can expect some drawbacks in this. This is not at all stable one. But we learn
Anusha,
some.
I have a question, Anusha. Is this the version that is being used in the companies right now?
Yeah,
The 2025. I mean, all the companies, like wherever the Tosca is being used, they're using the same version what you have mentioned here.
no. Some of the companies they are using 16 version. Some of the companies they are using 2023, 2024, and 2025.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
the latest version is 2025.1. Latest one. This is the very latest version. So the above versions are Tosca versions only, but latest version is having the previous package with new features. Are you getting?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
I got it. Yeah.
So
In the
So,
right now I'm
interview, they might ask which version you were using
just you
earlier.
can mention like I worked on 16 version, 23 version, 24 version like this. Anything is fine. If you're keeping a 3 years, probably you can say like I do have experience on 16 and 2023 version only.
Okay.
Okay. You just mention like this. Okay, na?
No.
But why I'm telling 16, there is no much differences here. Same interface only. The thing is they just added some additional features. So what are the things is not yet available in these versions? I'll discuss those parts. So what are the things is not available here, not available here? Those are added for 2025. We'll discuss that. Okay. So whenever I'm giving explanation of one particular concept, I'll give you these things is not available in Tosca 16 and 2023. That time you can make a note. Okay. Just
Okay.
maintain one draft note, just make a note. Okay, this feature is not available in 16 version. That is available in latest only. Okay, so if you get it, if sometimes they may ask in interviews, do you know what is the latest version of Tosca? So what are the new features in the latest version? Probably you can explain that. Okay. Team, two interview questions. Okay, which version of Tosca you are working right now? So based on your experience, for example, if you mention 3 years of experience, just mention 16 or 2023. Okay. So still they are asking something related to, do you know what is the latest version? Yes, I know the latest version is 2025. So can you please tell me what are the latest version releases? Then we can discuss something here in this session, right? You can explain to them. Okay. So at the same time, you are just learning these things and latest things. Clear?
Yes.
Yes, Anusha.
So here, this is a creation of the project team. I just trying to set up one particular environment for entire team, but still that is in progress. Once it is done, I'll just give access to your mail IDs. Okay. Meanwhile, do one thing. Just do the installation as usual. So we'll just share this installer file to you. Once you install this one, the license activation will give by our admin team. They'll activate the license. Once the license is activated, just create a project from your side usually. Okay, once you create a project, then start working on that. Okay, at the time of creation of this project, you must know some things here. So I just explained the common repository, the different between this common. What is common repository team?
Group of team will work on that.
So the group of team members, more than one person is working on the same project. We can see the entire team members, test case developments and executions here. Team. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So here team, in real time, okay, as of now we just create here new project and we'll work on that is fine, but in real time if you're working on this particular area, must you have to enable this use existing repository. Just enable this checkbox in real time, not now. Okay, what is mean by use existing repository? The meaning of that team, project it's already created. You are the person recently joined in this project. Okay, that means we are not starting this project from the scratch. Okay, so this is the project we just created. It's already created in some other time. For example, the last year October this project is created. Even the 5 to 6 members are working on this project. Okay, you just joined this project recently. That means this month only you just got approval to work on this project. So whenever you are trying to join the existing project, that time always use enable this use existing repository. Getting?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Anusha.
That means use, if you enable this checkbox, the meaning of that, this project it's already created. Okay, even some of the team members is also working on this project. Okay na? So the thing is here, you're just joining to that project with the help of this use existing repository. Clear?
Yes.
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 Great. So here, just give your name of the project. Just go back to here, enter the name of the project, and then once again. Yes, tick. So use create a slim workspace. So what is the meaning of slim workspace? Here you can see, if you check the objects with a high data volume will not be transferred from the common repository in order to speed up the creation. Okay, that means you are working on n number of large scale projects, so it won't be impacted data transferring between common repository to our local systems. Okay, and now you are seeing these pop-ups, right? Whenever I'm moving my cursor, are you able to see some kind of dialog box with the descriptions like this? These things is not available in older version. Are you getting what I'm telling here? So here like this we are getting, right?
Yes,
The
Anusha.
description of the option. Those things is not available in older version. If you are working on 16, you may not able to see that option. Clear?
Yes.
So here right now, don't use existing, just enable this, uncheck this one. If you uncheck this one, the meaning of that, you are creating a new project. Okay, just enter your name of the project. So I'll just make a like next IT project. I'm just renaming like this. Okay, so here workspace template name. The template, it's a part of the project creation only. So that means what are the pre-standard modules, the customized standard modules prepared by Tricentis, you will get that subset. Okay, dot TSU means Tosca subset. That is a full form, Tosca subset. This is the file, you will get it. Must you have to enable this workspace template option. Okay, now click on next. So here once you click on next, automatically it navigates to the admin credentials. In previous projects, by default user is admin. If you click on OK, directly here you can see the OK button. In older version, here you can see OK button. If you click on OK, directly it create the project. At the time of login to the project, we just use the username as admin. Password can be empty. Don't enter any password. Click on login. But in 2025 version, so must you have to set up admin password. Now this is navigated to admin credentials, right? Username is admin. If you want to modify that admin name, yes, you can do that. If you want to go with the usual one, you can use it. By default, the name of the person is admin. Now I'm just using Anusha is my admin of the project here. This it must be a complication. Must you have to set up 12-digit password. I am the creator of the project. That is the reason to set these credentials is mandatory. Okay. Once you click on this, here it is stating like creating of new workspace and common.
Anusha, one doubt. As a team member, if I want to work on the same project, do I need to use the same credentials or will you tell me?
No, I'll set up some credentials for you. Okay.
Okay. For
So that
every
is what
user,
I
sir.
mentioned. In a Tosca, if you want to work with the same next IT project, then what happens? Just hit the click operation on create new. Okay. And use enable existing repository. SQLite, enable this one. Enter here next IT project your side. Okay. Here, this name is already exist in my device. Okay, that is the reason here it is getting. I'm just giving next ID, but you can give same name. Use workspace template. So in the common repositories level, let me choose what is the project, next IT project,
Next
right?
item.
Just select this folder. So now next IT project is added. Okay.
Okay.
Then click on OK. So if you are doing in your laptop, then you have to change this directory path. Okay. But it's not required in real time. What are the common path is there? You can use the same common path. Okay. Now
Okay.
click on OK. Once you hit a click on OK, now it is creating common. But is it asking any credentials here?
No.
No. But how to get these credentials? As an administrator, I'll create a credentials for you all and I'll give it to you. Then you can use your username, password to log into the project. Getting?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just
And-
using same credentials here.
In real time also we get, Anusha, the username password.
Yeah. So some of the projects, they'll give the username, password. Some projects, what happens, they'll directly give SS for login. That means if you enter username as your mail ID, that is fine. Directly click on OK. No need to enter any password. Team, clear this stuff up to here?
Yes, sir.
Good. So this is the project. Once you navigate to this one, click on home, create a project option. So default framework, it's already created. You no need to spend much time here to work on this framework category. Hope it's clear. Okay. So be focused here. What are the sections you are going to work as part of automation? So must you know these sections very well. If you want to work on a web-based project or SAP or Salesforce or Oracle or MS Microsoft Dynamics or DI engineer or mainframes, what are the project category? Must you know these three sections very well. Okay. If you know these three sections very well, how to build a logic, how to create a module, so now you are eligible to work on any kind of project. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Anusha.
Anusha.
It's not like that you are going to work only one project. Okay. Team, clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Anusha.
Good. So is anyone joined today as a new? No, right? Okay. So see here, this is our project. Probably I'll try to set up one common environment for us for this particular project. If that is set up clearly, then fine. I'll give you access to your mail IDs. You can able to access same project in your laptops. Even you can also do a practicals on that. Okay. I'm just trying to set up a common environment, but I know that is not possible because we are not connected to the single network or we are not connected to the VPNs, right? If you connect to VPN, it's easy to access it, but not that. So I'm just trying to set up this one with the help of Tosca server. What are the server I'm just accessing here? So if that is possible, definitely I'll give access to you all. Okay. That means we all are going to work in a same project in going forward instead of creating the number of workspaces in your laptop. Okay.
Okay.
Meanwhile, so today is our first day session, regular class, right? So I just give the complete walkthrough what is happening in real time today. So tomorrow, if installations are completed for you, then we'll start the basic stuff here, what it is, what this one and what exactly the each feature. Hmm? So
Sure.
before going to the practical session, must you aware of this interface? At least installations must you have to complete. Okay,
Yeah.
great. So clear.
Anisha, I have issue with my personal laptop, so it will be late. Actually, I ordered a new laptop, so it will take some time. So that would be okay. Like without,
Yeah, that
I'll
would be
be
okay. So, but try to capture some theoretical knowledge here. Okay.
okay.
So probably when you come across the practical, you may face some issues initially 2 to 3 days, but after you are able to understand easily. But meanwhile, be focus on theoretical, what exactly these things and how to work on these things. Just gain it. Okay.
Yes.